Hey YouTube, DJ James here, doing a deck profile of my Scraps 2.0. Pretty much this is what I've been working with, and I found this being a little more consistent wise. As in, my locals are a bit odd. We have some pretty odd decks. We still have a guy that runs sometimes Final Countdown, but that's never the worry. It's mostly some of our better players have. We have X-Savers, we have Sams, we have name a deck, we probably have it. Well, here's my build. 3 Chimeras, obvious choice for why. 3 Scrappies, obviously. For the tuning, of course, and be of use for some other cards I run. 3 Goblin. I like 3 more than 2. 1 Golem. He helps a lot. Here's some other cards. I like running them. 2 Cyber Dragons. They've been amazing for the deck just because of the whole special summon on their special summon for your turn, and then either if you have a scrapyard in hand, sink for anything you want of level 8 or go for a twin, which is what I usually do, which is nice. I know how people build their decks. I've played Scraps for a while now. Never liked them, but now that I've tested both Dragon and this, I find it a little bit better. 2 Spies, with both of them in there, I have use for both. If I have to set for a turn, that's good. If I can special, I'll special. One or the other. Instead, I'd rather take them in and out. I like having more monsters than... I like having at least a good number of monsters in my deck, so... 2 Effect Builders, well, kind of obvious for that. 1 Summoner Monk. Reason being, just his effect's nice, and that's how many spell cards I run. And a Spirit Reaper. Really good tech for the deck. I mean, lets me protect myself instead of have that Goblin get destroyed. It helps. Onto Trap lineup. Or no, yeah, Trap lineup. 2 Dust Tornado. They've helped more than they hurt for even the setting part. They helped a lot with our decks in our area. 2 Solemn Warning, obviously. Kind of a staple nowadays. 1 Call to Haunted. Very helpful getting back monsters. 1 Torrential. I like it. It's staple. I think it's a staple. Should be used in almost any deck, I think, but people have their choices. On to the spell cards. 3 Scrapyard. Even with how many tuners I run, I still don't get the right hands, so I use this, and if I don't need it, that's the point for the monster in there for Summoner Monk. Obviously 3 Scrap Storm. This card can't be any more broken than it is for his effect. Especially nowadays, people are deciding, scraps are going to be interesting, so people are getting them more. Since of the more play, people realize there's been plays where need to be rulings called. Recently, people have been talking about Scrap Storm and Book of Moon. Now, the reason why this card's so broken is this gets around Book of Moon. The effect of Scrap Storm exactly says, select 1 face-up scrap monster you control, send 1 scrap monster from your deck to the graveyard, then draw 1 card, then destroy the selected monster. The point is it will not matter if you do select one. This is where the cards, what the card says is kind of a pain for how it works. But if you look it up, rulings will say, and there's been judges saying, look on Pojo if you want, Scrap Storm's been ruled where even if you Book of Moon the monster, you're still going to be sending a scrap, drawing a card, and destroying that set monster. Because it's still there. It won't matter. Kind of staple. I like 2 MSTs better. Dark Hole, Book of Moon, Monster Reborn, Giant Trinity. Kind of staples me almost in any deck I run. We'll be almost running at least 1 of each nowadays. Forbidden Lands. how many times this card's helped me, or I didn't need it, one or the other. Either I'll set it, use Scrap Dragon, select it, I won't matter. And if my opponent activates something to it, or activates something to my monster, this card is just a savior. Darkhold, Torrential, okay. Forbidden Lance. That's all I need to do. Scapegoats. Scapegoats are really fun, especially with some of my choices for my extra deck. I'll get to that later. It's a great defensive card. Use it wisely though, especially against decks that pierce or get a bonus off of something it attacks. So you have to be careful using this against X-Sabers and Blackwings. Use them against each other, then it's going to be bad. And my last card is Mind Control. Very good card with how many tuners I run. There's the deck, and here's the extra deck. The extra deck, since the Cyber Dragons can one Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon, we do have a couple of machine players of Karakuri wise, and I'm sure there'll be more because of Karakuri, the Karakuri build of MPK Machina Plant Karakuri, or MPK of Machina Psychic Karakuri, which has been showing up more and more. So I'll use this, take away their monsters, and beef them up, and get beefed up through their monsters. Use them against it. One ally, just because I can sync into it, and kind of stable for extra decks. Now, to the point of why Scapegoat is in there, I did tech 2 Legendary Jujutsu Masters before. Those ran well. Right now I'm testing out the, like I said, I'm testing out the Gravekeepers I run in there, Spies. Those would have been legendaries, but right now it's those, just because they're interesting. But because of the Scapegoat, I'm able to run at least Naturia Beast and Naturia Barkion. Now there is a play where I'll be able to get Beast and Barkion out in one turn and not have to worry about my opponent's spells or traps in. And once Lando comes out, that's going to go in here too. Staple, obviously. Brionac. For the question why, for the people wondering why Brionac wasn't banned, they chose Goyo to what I believe. I think they should have hit Brionac also. But I also have reasons why Goyo should have been hit first. Why leave Brionac? They leave us with one for the ban list people. Brionac is better, as in Goyo was a game breaker. Bring out Goyo, your opponent has a reason to get rid of it as quick as possible. If they don't, you're going to take control. Brionac is a just-in-case card. It is not a game-breaking card. Goyo sinking 2800 attack, too big. 2300 is effect discarding, but I get to bounce cards. It's nice to have. One Archfiend, just in case, obviously. One Black Rose Dragon. Stardust. Colossal. Now, this card's for all the people that have been trying to test out more traps, more stuff like Dimensional Prison, all targeting cards. This is just in case. One Thought Royal Archfiend, his effect of letting me pay a grand and negate. But what I like about him is, even with all the negation of, or all the paying life points out there now, no one really has any way of gaining it back just in case it hurts him. I like running this just because I'm able to gain back my life points just in case. And obviously to all scrap players, always have 3. You don't have 3, you fail at scraps. Pretty much. 3 Scrap Dragons. Personally, the better boss almost sometimes. Scrap Twin. This card saves you so much. That's it for the extra deck. Off to the sideboard. Our locals are strange. I'll either not side or I will side, depending on what's out there. Right now we have 6 Sam players, X-Sabers, quick draw players that are utilizing the Doppel Warrior effect, which is pretty good. I'll see if I can get some more duels. I'll see if I'll get some duels this weekend about that. Sideboard, 2 DD Crows, just in case I have to remove stuff, including the scrap. the one, like, if ever another scrap player, I know they use this against them, just because I know what to remove. This is for all the Danny Warrior decks that you summon a monster, I'll take care of it. King Tiger Wingwu is in fact great. Since of almost every single monster in a quick draw, except in a quick draw deck that's right now not utilizing Lonefire or Titanial, this card's amazing. They bring out any monster lower than 1400, it is automatically destroyed, which helps so much. Scrap players. This is a card that should be ran because of the Frog Monarchs. Zombie Worlds. Frog Monarchs and Frog OTK is becoming more and more popular because some of their effects require them to tribute more on the Zombie Monarch case. This card's amazing against them. If I have to get rid of field advantage of it, I'll use my Scrap Dragon and pop it. It lets me have another target. This for 6 Sams, the Force Pack, stop off their normal summon. It'll help. Use it pretty much against any deck if I want to. It depends on the deck. 2 Bottomlesses, they're still there just because Blackwings are still out there. 2 Black Hornet Heavens, stop specials. Not just Force Back, that'll stop normals, this will stop their specials. 2 Crevices, they remove some of their monsters, especially against certain decks in our area. And just in case for spells and trap card decks is more Malevolent Catastrophe. I'll get more videos throughout. I'll see if I can put up more videos for my account. If I get to it, I'll get to it. Comment and like if you want. See if there's any changes you guys would suggest. If anything, it would be very helpful to find out what your thoughts are on my deck. See if there's any changes. Ask any question you want. I will not put against them. If it's something bad or great, I'll try to answer as quick as possible. So comment, leave posts, leave likes and stuff. I hope. And DJ James out.